Hello, my beautiful humans. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. So today I decided to make this video about the Hermit Phase. And what gave me the idea to do this is because I had someone, her name is India, she commented on one of my videos. She was saying that 5 months ago, she saw one of my videos and I was saying at the time that I was in the limbo phase. And she was saying that right now, she feels that she is in the Hermit Phase. And, you know, it just got me to thinking and remembering everything that I was going through at that time, you know, making that video, what I felt and everything. And I'm just starting to realize, number one, that it's so true that everybody's experience is so different, because I almost feel like I've experienced more than one phase at one time. Like, I remember feeling like I was in the limbo phase. From everything I read and everything I learned about the limbo phase, felt like I was going through the limbo phase, but then it also felt like I was going through the Hermit Phase as well. So is it possible to be going through more than one phase at one time? You know, we really don't have all the answers. It's possible. You just never know. For me, when I started making these videos, number one, I started making these videos, you got to understand, I started making these videos when I was going through all of that, when I was feeling all of these different things, which was hard for me. I feel like I was being pushed and you know, through signs and synchronicity, I was being forced to make these videos. And that was hard for me. It was like I was pushing myself out. And it was like, how can I just felt like, why do I need to make these videos? I can't help anybody. I need help. I'm going through it. So I'm not a teacher, you know, how can I really be helping anybody? And it took me some time to realize that you don't have to be a guru. You don't have to be like, you know, have all of the knowledge and wisdom there is, because that's like unlimited. But sometimes just sharing what you're experiencing, what you're going through, and what you're feeling, that's enough to help people. And that's kind of what got me or made me continue to keep making these videos. So what I want to do today, though, is I want to share 3 signs that I felt are specific to the Hermit Phase, that I felt that I went through at the time. Like I said, I feel like different things happen. I felt like, to me, I went through a variety of phases, but I want to try to be as specific as possible and name 3 of the major things that I experienced that I feel were signs that I was in the Hermit Phase. And then I also want to share what I did that I feel helped me to get through the Hermit Phase. Number 1, the first sign is wanting to be alone. I definitely wanted to be alone. I wanted to spend time by myself and have me time for myself. And I think what affected me more was not just that I wanted to be alone sometimes, but I felt alone, right? Now, there's a difference. A lot of times you want to be alone because you're not around the right people. So for me, that wasn't a major thing. My husband is very supportive, and he's also a spiritual person. So I didn't necessarily feel like I wanted to be alone all the time, because, you know, my family, my daughters, my husband, they are healing to me. They're helpful to me. So I didn't feel that I wanted to be alone so much, but I did feel alone at times. And that was because nobody around me was going through what I was going through. Now, even though my husband is supportive and he's a spiritual person, he hasn't gone through what I've gone through, the Kundalini energy, the tingling, all of these wild, you know, amazing things that started happening. He hadn't been through that. So I felt alone because I didn't have anyone to talk to about those things. So that was the number 1 sign for me, feeling alone and wanting to be alone sometimes. Number 2, I couldn't follow through with anything that I was planning to do. And this was crazy because I tried a whole bunch of stuff. For me, I feel like at the time that I couldn't follow through with anything that I was trying to, or any of the plans that I was making, at this same time, I was also trying to find my purpose. And also, while I'm trying to find my purpose, I'm losing my ego. My ego is trying to hold on to that part of me that is still not awake. That's what was happening. That's where the whole personal trainer thing came in play. That was my ego trying to hold on to this part of me, this Nadia that's into her body and is focused on what her body looks like, you know, a little too obsessive with it. So when I started studying to become a personal trainer, I was at it. I was on the, doing my studying, doing my notes and setting up everything. And I was working and doing it. And I was just like, this is going to be good. I'm going to be a personal trainer. I'm going to help people get in shape. And it's going to be this, that, and all of these, like motivating myself that this is what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. I went as far as, even after being certified and I wasn't getting any information or getting any hits from any jobs and stuff just yet, I attempted to start with this company that was going to teach me or help me to be an online coach where I would be targeting high-paying clients. And something about that whole thing didn't feel right to me. It was like, okay, so I'm charging people thousands of dollars for me to train them just because they have the money. So what about the people who don't really have the money? Do I not help them? The whole thing, it just was not sitting well with me. And then I just was like, I can't do this. I stepped out of that. And then it was like, okay, maybe I should become a Beachbody coach. Back in 2012, after I had my second daughter, I lost a lot of weight doing Insanity. Okay, so I should be a Beachbody coach, because on the Beachbody page, whenever I post stuff, people are just like, oh, you look so great. You had those, oh God, what did you do? And okay, so I should be a coach. But now this comes into selling Beachbody products and all. It just was not, it's what's crazy is, as soon as all of that happened, and as soon as I got started with everything, I just didn't want to do it anymore. At the time that I started getting calls for interviews to be a personal trainer, now I don't even want to be a trainer anymore. I wasn't even sure I wanted to be a massage therapist anymore. And I've been doing that for years. I felt, and I really truly feel that was because I didn't like the place that I was working. But I felt like none of it was for me. Like I wasn't sticking to anything, and nothing worked out. And that's why I said it's so funny how the universe set it up. Because if I had gotten a job offer, shortly after becoming a trainer, then it's like I would have gotten into that field. But like the universe has set it up to where I wasn't getting any hits or nobody's calling me for a job until I get to where I feel like this is not for me. So by the time I started getting offers, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be a trainer. This is not me. It's like too shallow. It's just, and that's why I said it was my ego trying to hold on to that part of me that's still stuck in, my ego, where it wants me to be walking around in the gym with a bunch of egos. And that just wasn't for me. I learned that wasn't for me. And that was number 2. This can't stick with anything, not sure what I'm doing. And that, to me, like I said, that is because I was trying to find my purpose, okay? And my ego was still there while I was trying to find my purpose, right? So that's number 2. Number 3, I would feel moments of like just sadness. I felt hopeless sometimes. I felt annoyed with this whole awakening thing. Like, is this like, what is going on? Why did this have to happen? It's just like, it just became too much. It became too much. Sadness. Like, I just felt unhappy. I started to distance myself from my family. I think even my husband was a little worried, like, when am I going to get my woman back? Like, I'm just like in the room reading stuff, quiet, away from it wasn't a good time. It didn't feel like a good time. It was, this whole thing was just overwhelming, and it made me feel down and feel sad. So those are the 3 things that I feel, the major things that I remember experiencing and feeling just, some months back. Now, what I think helped me out of these phases was, number one, being alone and wanting to be alone and feeling alone. Now, it's okay to be alone sometimes. I think that spending some time by myself was helpful. Being alone sometimes was helpful. And as far as feeling alone, I think the only reason I felt alone is, like I said, I didn't have people that were around me that helped me. So taking some time to spend by myself and allow myself to be alone, number one, helped. And making this channel, number two, that helped. Because that was a part of me finding people that are on the same page as me, people that are going through the same things as I am. So that, I feel, helped me with number one, helped me with not feeling alone. So for you, if it's not, you're not gonna make a YouTube channel, go out, go to certain places, whether it's a jazz spot, a poetry, go out and meet people. You know, look for videos on YouTube, find people that are going through what you're going through. And like I said, just get out, because the universe has a funny way of setting you up with the right people. Just get out and experience some things. Get out and do some things, and also allow yourself to be alone sometimes. I think that helped me through number one, the being alone and feeling alone. Now, number two, as far as not being able to follow through with anything that I had been thinking about or anything that I had planned, what I would say about that is to, number one, don't be so eager to jump on every little thing, because sometimes your ego is just like really fighting with you. So don't be so eager to start everything. Don't be so eager. And also, sometimes that's what it takes. It takes going through all of these things for you to realize that it's not for you. If I never attempted to become a personal trainer, would I know right now that it's really not for me? I don't know. Maybe I would. But it still helped me. It still helped me to learn something that I was going through at that time. So not being able to stick to anything, it's all right. Move on to the next one. Eventually you'll get where you're supposed to be. But also, you know, just don't be so eager and so anxious so you're not running all over the place like I was. Okay, so that helped me as far as number two, with not being able to stick to anything or focus or follow through with everything that I was thinking about. If I can do it over, I wouldn't be so quick to jump on all of these different options and these different opportunities. I set up even a Facebook page for the Beachbody coach, and I gotta find how to delete it. I don't even know how to delete the page, because I made a video sharing my story and all of that, and now it's like, please delete it, get rid of it. So don't be so eager to jump on every single thing, but at the same time, still allow yourself to try these different things. You know, try some things. That I think that will help you to get through the phase of, you know, not really knowing what to do. I think at that time, I really think that is due to us trying to find our purpose. That's what I think that's linked to. And number three, what helped me with this feeling of being down and feeling sad and feeling hopeless sometimes, what helped me with that is to stop trying to control everything, because that's really what I was doing. I was trying to control the outcome. Okay, what's going to happen? I'm going to make this happen and make that happen. I had to learn that I'm not in control and realize that I'm not in control. And it was almost like as soon as I decided that, you know what, I'm done, because I was feeling really down and everything. One day I just said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm just going to focus on what I can control. I'm just going to focus on that, and I'm letting go of it all. The moment I did that, it was like a weight was just lifted off of me. It's like I've been sabotaging myself by just trying to control, trying to figure out what's going to happen next, trying to predict the future or whatever. So I had to realize I'm not in control, let go, start to trust the universe. And I think that is what helped me to get out of those moments of feeling down and feeling hopeless or what have you. So that is it. Those are the three signs that I felt that I was going through the hermit phase, and that is what I did that I felt helped me. I hope this video is helpful to some of you out there. I want to thank you all once again for watching my videos. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. And until next time, peace and blessings.